an update to bring you on the situation in Syria, particularly eastern Ghouta. Brutal airstrikes by Russia and the regime continue, especially in eastern Ghouta, despite the unanimous UN Security Council vote on February 24th to demand an immediate cessation of hostilities throughout Syria. The strikes on eastern Ghouta in recent days have demonstrated the farcical nature of Russia's proposed humanitarian corridor. Russia is clearly attempting to feign implementation of UNSCR 2401 while showing complete disregard for the ongoing humanitarian disaster that still unfolds. There has been no meaningful pause in the slaughter in eastern Ghouta. Bombs and artillery are still falling on civilians and medical facilities in the Damascus suburbs. The long-delayed and insufficient aid finally allowed in yesterday was reported to have been looted by regime forces and stripped of emergency medical supplies that are so desperately needed there. Russia's unwillingness to adhere to its numerous commitments was fully demonstrated again by the fact that trucks carrying much-needed aid were forced to withdraw from the area due to pro-regime attacks which killed dozens of innocent civilians. And let me remind you, this was backed by Russia. Russia has agreed to unhindered humanitarian access in numerous UN Security Council resolutions, including UNSCR's 2165, 2254, and 2401. Yet humanitarian convoys have been chronically delayed or barred by the Syrian regime, and those that do get through are wholly insufficient to meet the needs of the Syrian people. Russia has not only failed to follow through on delivering regime adherence, but it continues to conduct airstrikes in Ghouta with its own air force. Russia and Assad regime continues to ignore the terms of multiple UN Security Council resolutions. Russia repeatedly delayed the adoption of the resolution, and it's pretty clear now why they were reluctant to vote for it. They had no intention of following it. Let me repeat what the White House said over the weekend. The Assad regime, along with its backers in Moscow and Tehran, should adhere to UNSCR 2401, should cease hostilities and allow unfettered humanitarian access, in particular in eastern Ghouta, where nearly 400,000 innocent civilians are in critical need.